everyone. I'm really tired. Alan's making me do this video.
I am not.
You said I should do it because I've gotten so many messages.
You wanted to do it, doctor.
I do. I was just going to wait till tomorrow.
Why?
I'm tired. I've had
Oh.
nausea all day.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted you to stop at every gas station so I could go pee.
Yeah, no kidding.
So, we had our first OB appointment. Sorry, I'm just going to leave my head here. We were in the OB's office for about an hour and 45 minutes. He was going all over my medical history and God, I can't think.
Asking questions about what vitamins you're taking, and every other sentence he'd be good, 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 good.
Okay, I gotta tell him about that. If I could remember without stopping, my brain is just like. Okay, so he was asking me about vitamins. And he's like, are you on a prenatal? And I said, yes. And he's like, good, good. That's very good. And then he asked me, okay, what other medicine are you on? And I said, I am on vitamin B12 sublingual. And he goes, very good, good, good. And I'm like, Alan and I really had to compose ourselves. And then he said, and I said, I'm on Caltrate, 600 milligrams twice a day. And he's like, very good, good, good. And he's like, 1 in the morning, 1 at night. And I was like, yes. And then I said I was on a B complex. And he's like, good, good. And we talked about my weight. And he is
Family
just
history. Thrilled
about my weight. Family history. On my side and Alan's side. We talked about what we saw on Thursday, and he is not giving me a definite due date until September 10th. On September 10th, everyone, we are going in for an ultrasound. We are either going to see what we saw on Thursday, which is, you know, the black sac, the blotch, and a little tick tick tick, or we won't see tick tick tick. And if we see the exact same thing, then I'm not progressing. If we think, and he's very 99.99% optimistic that he's going to see that the baby's grown and everything, then he's going to give me a due date at that time. And he said, how many times? He said 9 promises. He goes, I promise, 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 I promise that you are going to get a due date on the 10th of September.
And if you don't, you can chew on me.
Yeah. If I don't give you a due date, you can chew on me. I'm like, I can chew on you? He's like chew me out? And I was like, well, chew on you and chew you out are totally 2 different things. And we all 3 just cracked up. It's like, I am pregnant. I just might have a craving. He's like looking at me and Alan. I was like, but not for you. And we all started cracking up. I was like, I'm sorry, my brain is all over the place. I said, is for being forgetful one of the side effects? I said, because I lost half my brain after I had surgery. Am I going to lose the other? And we all started cracking up. Then he asked me 3 questions that were just definite. I mean, it started 3 days ago. But he asked us, am I getting nausea? I am. Tonight was the worst. I'm trying to stay all natural with any kind of nausea medication. I'm allergic to Phenergan and Compazine and anything related to those drugs. There is a medication that would be used as a last resort for me if it got to the point where I couldn't keep down liquids, but it hasn't got to that point. I know that we are not supposed to have soda. We are not supposed to have carbonation. And if you ask my husband, I've been very, very strict with that. But my doctor called my surgeon and asked him about ginger ale. We did find a diet ginger ale, and if you can see, the bottle is really full. I only drank that much nausea gone. Gone. It went bye-bye.
No more
And
midnight runs to the store.
yeah, no more midnights to the store the last couple nights. But Alan bought me tummy mint tea. Sarah Jane, he found it. He's a godsend. He found it. But Sarah Jane, back in December, and I think she sent me some even after December, sent me some tummy mint tea. And that was what I was using the first couple nights, and it worked great. But today it was bad, and I'm getting it at night. Like once the evening hits, probably 4 or 5.
That's 6.
Yeah, up until the evening, late in the evening, I've been getting it. Mine's at night, and probably because I'm a more nighttime person than I've ever been a morning or daytime person. So everything went extremely well. It was very nice to get to know him. You know, I wish this would have happened first before I had to put my legs up in the air and do that whole thing, you know. But he just told me, we talked about my anxiety meds. Absolutely positively no Klonopin. So they got flushed down the toilet actually 2 weeks ago because Marcia told me none, which was his nurse when I first talked to her. And they got flushed. And not that I was going to take them, I just didn't want them in the house. So I flushed those. But we did talk about my Lexapro and the pros and cons of taking it. But my family doctor, the surgeon, and the specialist, the OB specialist that we have, all agreed that it's in a class of drugs that there's enough research out there that they think I'll be fine. They're sure I'll be fine. It can cause the jitters after delivery, but he said that weighs much more. How did he say that? That weighs much more positive having that than if I just came off of it cold turkey and had an anxiety attack. He said that would be worse for the baby, me being stressed with an anxiety attack or having anxiety all the time, than staying on it. And so Alan and I are still thinking about that. We think we're going to call tomorrow and ask him if we could reduce it from 20 milligrams to 10 milligrams just to see how I do. And if not coming off of it cold turkey, but because I can reduce it down to 10 and then I can reduce it to 5, and that way I'm not taking so much. We're going to see what they have to say about that. So that's the only prescription med I'm on. We talked about how much Tylenol I'm able to take during the day. We asked if it was safe to take Tylenol PM if I had a hard time sleeping. My brain is shot. Getting back to the 3 questions. He asked me if I was getting nauseated, and I said yes. Well, actually, Alan goes, and we all started laughing. And he's like, okay, check. And he's writing, on my chart. And we're all sitting in his office, and there's like 50 accreditations and diplomas from John Hopkins and all these specialized things, and he's very smart. And he's like, okay, now I have a really weird question. You might not know about this, but are smells bothering you at all? And Alan's like, we went into Walmart, and they have a Subway, Dr. Wyrick, and I just got to let you know, I thought she was going to vomit walking right into Walmart because the Subway was right there, and the smell just absolutely bothered her. Then we went to the drive-in on Saturday, and they were popping popcorn in there, and we were going to get some popcorn, and Christy walked in and walked right back out and threw up. And he's like, okay, good. And I'm like, good? I feel like throwing up on your desk right now, and you're telling me good? What? He's like, good. And I'm like, okay, he's going to explain this to me. And then what was the third one?
Peeing.
Oh, yeah. Have you been peeing more frequently? And Alan's like, why do you think we've been late to our last 2 appointments? Because she makes me stop at every gas station along the freeway from Payette to Boise. Anyways, we're at 9 minutes and 31 seconds. We're being so silly. We're so tired. But I do want to let everyone know, Alan has been absolutely fantastic. He has been very protective, and him and Spencer has been so helpful, and bless Spencer's heart, he's been so good and loving, and he even asked me if he could rub my feet tonight. I was like, no, that's okay. But anyways, he's been great. Everyone's been great. Miss you guys. God bless. Bye.